Good morning, Pastor Brian here. Thank you for joining me today as we read a psalm a day. Today we'll be reading Psalm 75 together. I'll be reading as the common from the Common English Bible as I do each and every time that we read the Bible together. And let's jump in to Psalm 75. We give thanks to you, God. Yes, we give thanks. Your name is near, your marvelous deeds are declared. God says, when I decide the time is right, I will establish justice. Just so. The earth and all its inhabitants will melt, but I will keep its pillars steady. I said to the arrogant, don't be arrogant. To the wicked I said, don't exalt your strength. Don't exalt your strength so highly. Don't speak so arrogantly against the rock. Because what exalts someone doesn't come from the east or west. It's not from the south either. Rather, it is God who is the judge. He brings this person down, but that person he lifts up. Indeed, there's a cup in the Lord's hand, full of foaming wine mixed with spice. He will pour it out, and all of the earth's wicked people must drink it. They must drink every last drop. But I will rejoice always. I will sing praises to Jacob's God. God says, I will demolish every bit of the wicked's power, but the strength of the righteous will be lifted up. That's the end of Psalm 75, a rather short psalm today, but one that is kind of, as I would say a decent number of them are, a kind of an interesting psalm. For the most part, it seems to be a joyous psalm talking, we give thanks to God. Yes, we give thanks. I mean, those are the very first words out of the psalmist's mouth. Your name is near, your marvelous deeds are declared. Just all of these praiseworthy words about God and everything that God does. And then criticizing those who would think otherwise or try to do things contrary to what God really wants us to do. And the part that really stuck out to me though, that I really want to point out, is a word that constantly is one that I pay attention to personally when I read the Bible. And it is in verse 7. It says, rather it is God who is the judge. And there's other places in the Bible. In the New Testament, Paul talks about, vengeance is mine, says the Lord, and what he's doing is he's quoting the Old Testament when he says that, and uh, without getting into too much detail, because I don't want to make this little study a long study, but that word judge or that word vengeance and God declaring it God's. Sometimes we think that those are harsh words to hear and maybe words that we don't want to hear. But when I hear those words, because of experience and because of hearing this word preached before, but what I hear is that those are things that we don't have to worry about. The judging, the vengeance, those kinds of things, even when it comes to the wicked and those who are trying to do us wrong, justice, vengeance, all of those things belong to God. They don't belong to us. They're not for us to worry about. They're not for us to kind of stress over or to plot. Those are the things that God will take care of. Which means that we are free to not worry about them. We are free to instead love. We are free to do all of these things and leave everything else up to God. And if God says no, no vengeance, love, no hatred, none of this, we will love our enemies, we will care for them, then that's the word that God declares. And that's God's decision. And I think that that's a powerful decision. I think it's a hard decision for us to come to and to understand and to be okay with. But I think it's a very powerful word, and I think it's a word that we need to hear. So what did you hear, speaking of hearing? What did you like? What didn't you like? Write it down. Share it with a friend. Share it with us. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And as always, God bless.